Good day, everyone. Today, I'm going to discuss about pre-test and post-test analysis. This topic is part of our subject from ADOC 9, which focuses on the review and delivery of training sessions. We will learn how pre-test and post-test help us measure student learning and progress throughout a course. So, here are the learning objectives for this lesson. At the end of this lesson, we are expected to define the purpose and importance of conducting pre-test and post-test in the teaching learning process. We should also be able to interpret data from this test to identify student strengths and learning gaps. Now, let's proceed to our main topic for this lesson. So, what is pre-test and post-test analysis? Pre- and post-test statistical analysis is used to evaluate the effect of an intervention by comparing measurement taken before and after the convention. A pre-test and post-test are assessment used in research and evaluation to measure change in participant before and after an intervention or treatment. The pre-test serve as a baseline, and the post-test is administered after the intervention to see if there was measurable change. So, when we say pre-test and post-test analysis, is a method used to measure learning before and after a lesson or training po. And the pre-test help find out what the student already know or kung ano pa yung mga nalaman para naman may makuha tayong improvement kung sila ba ay natututo or may alam na. While the post-test check what they have learned after the teaching by comparing of two results. Teachers can see how much improvement has been made. So, I think pre-test and post-test analysis is the same, but post-test ito yung nakakatulong sa atin para kung ano yung mga dapat nilang malalaman kung tayo ay magtuturo. While the post-test is para makita natin kung may natutunan ba yung mga estudyante natin after natin magturo. Para makita natin yung result, yung kung maganda ba yung pagtuturo natin or kung may improvement ba tayong naipakita sa student natin dahil nakakakuha sila ng panibagong aral mula sa atin. So, yun yung result ng improvement as a teacher. Di ba po? Now, let's proceed to the next one. So, why use it? So, bakit nga ba ginagamit natin yung post-test and pre-test? First is to measure the starting point or the amount of pre-existing knowledge on the course topic. Second, to compare with the starting point of the post-test to allow student to test out of course with a 100% correct score to indicate to the student of learning level of the course topic, and last, to inform the instructor about topic that are not needed to cover in the course based on student previous knowledge. So, a pre-test is used to measure the student starting point or existing knowledge about the topic po. So, syempre, it helps compare result later with a post-test po. So, it can show the teacher what topic don't need to be covered again and what student already know. In short, it helps both teacher and student understand where to begin. So, this slide, so bakit nga ba natin ginagamit yung or kung ano yung reason kung bakit natin ginagamit yung post-test? So, first is to measure the learning as a result of the course experience, to analyze the appropriateness of learning objectives, to recognize students who need additional help, and lastly, to target any instruction all needs to improve the course. So meaning to say, a post-test is given after the lesson, of course, to measure how much the student have learned. So meaning to say, it helps determine the effectiveness of the teaching and whether the learning objectives were achieved. So based on this post-test, so this slide is focuses on the recognized student who need additional help. For example, may kailangan yung estudyante na kailangan pa niyang malaman sa lesson natin. So dapat as a teacher, dapat kailangan natin i-recognize yung pangangailangan ng isang estudyante. For example, nagle-lesson tayo na hindi niya alam or may tanong pa siya. So, syempre, as a teacher or as a instructor, dapat kailangan natin i-deliver or i-repeat yung mga nasabi mo para may makuha siyang important na i-improve or i-apply sa kanya para may matutunan siya about sa ating discussion, para makasabay siya sa discussion. Kaya nga need additional help, di ba po? Next, let's proceed to the next one, the advantages of pre-test and post-test assessment. First, monitor student progression and learning through a course or program. Administering a test of entry behaviors of learning can determine whether assumed prerequisites to a course have been achieved. Third, useful to determine where skill and knowledge deficiencies exist and where they are most frequently development. So, pre and post assessment are important because they help monitor student progress throughout the course. So, napaka-importante yung pre-test and post-test assessment during and after the convention. Dahil nakikita natin yung progress ng student natin kung naiintindihan ba niya yung ating lesson or kung may na-adapt ba siya sa ating lesson during the discussion. So, they also check if the student already have the required knowledge before the course begin. So, lastly, this test help identify which skill or areas need more development. So, kaya nga by the end of the discussion, dapat may tanong tayo sa kanila kung may natutunan ba sila para yung parang like feedback para kung ano yung nakuha nilang lesson mula sa atin during the discussion. Next, so when to test. First is pre-test must be administered when a study has some relevant knowledge on the course topic and not without any knowledge. And also post-test should be administered directly at the completion of the course and also at the a later date to measure applicants and impact of the learnings. So, pre-test should be done at the beginning of the course when students have some basic knowledge about the topic. So, post-test should be done by the end of the course or after a certain topic to measure how much learning took place and how a student can apply it. Let's proceed to the next one. So this slide, how to write a pre and post test. First, each pre and post test question items should be written and each course learning objectives. For A's and assessing the course learning, you should match the question items as close as possible to their learning objectives. So, when writing pre and post-test question, they should be based on the learning objectives of the lesson po. So, the question items for pre and post-test can be multiple choice, true or false, and short answer. Begin the writing 10 test item based on the learning objectives. So, dapat, if gagawa tayo ng question, dapat naka-base siya sa learning objectives. If you cannot write a test of learning objectives, then rewrite the learning objectives po. So the question can be multiple choice, true or false, or short answer type, but naka-base siya sa ating learning objectives po. It's important that the question match what students are expected to learn so that the results are accurate and meaningful po. Next, how to collect pre and post-test analysis. The tests are collect and the item by item po, answer data collection and analyze for strengths and weaknesses. From this information, the instructor may want to alter the content of the course to build upon weakness and use strengths as motivation to encourage more learning. Any student doing poorly should be identified and given additional help. So after the tests are collected, teacher analyze the result to find strengths and weaknesses. So after natin magbigay ng post and analysis, dapat as a teacher, dapat need natin ng result to find strengths and weaknesses. Kung alin ba sila nahihirapan or na dadalian sa ating lesson or discussion. So if many students perform poorly and a certain topic po, the teacher might adjust the lesson, and also the analyze help identify which student need more support and which area need to improvement. So may mga estudyante tayo na kailangan i-improve natin yung support. May mga estudyante din na kailangan natin i-improvement sa kanilang sarili. Kumbaga, papaano natin sila mapadaling tutukan or bigyan sila ng additional help sa kanilang assessment. So, this slide, a significant increase in learning from pre to post-test should be at least 30%. A good test items distract the student from the correct answer with answer option, while the bad test items allow the student who does not know the answer to answer correctly po. So content validity, the items analysis will recognize the good and bad test items. So a good test should challenge student to think carefully po. A significant improvement from pre to post-test should be around 30% na dapat makakuha sila ng 30%. Good test item has answer choice that test understanding, while bad items make it too easy to guess. That's why test validity and the analysis are important to make sure test items are effective po. Now, pre-test, post-test analysis is two methods used to evaluate the effectiveness of an intervention by measuring a variable before and after the convention occurs. It involves collecting data at 2 time points, a pre-test measurement before the intervention and a post-test measurement after the intervention. By comparing the pre-test and post-test score, researchers can assess whether the intervention had a significant impact on the outcomes of the interest. So pre-test and post-test analysis is a research method that compares score before and after the learning intervention po. So it's helped determine whether the teaching or training made or a real difference in student performance. So it's a way to check it if the learning goals were successfully achieved. So makikita naman dito kung na-achieve ba yung pagtuturo natin sa ating estudyante, na-achieve ba ng estudyante yung mga tinuro natin para sila ay makapasa sa ating course. This slide, pre-post analysis is conducted when one is interested to find out if there is the difference in observation before and after an intervention. So pre-post analysis is used to see if there difference in student understanding before and after a lesson. It helps measure the effectiveness of teaching and the impact of learning activities or intervention. Pre and post assessment or analyze as the evaluation of student learning. This tool used to assess the progress student make throughout the semester and total or selected components areas of the course. The pre and post test assessment can make a student understand about the topic of the course. So in our conclusion for today's lesson, pre and post test assessment are tools used to evaluate student learning and progress po. They help teacher measure improvement and adjust instruction if needed. Through this assessment, student can better understand their learning journey and identify what they still need to work on. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening and God bless everyone.